Hello, I hope you are doing well. Welcome to another Friday. The weekend starts here. We've made it for another week. We've made it to the end of January. And we are back with another live stream back to our Team Lotus series as we arrive in Imola for this full race today. Hello, Lucas. Hi, buddy. Yes, I am very well. Thank you. As I say, happy to get to the end of January. Happy it's another weekend. I hope you are doing well. Let me get that charger out of my ear. Hope you're doing well, Lucas. Yeah, so Imola is today's race, and it's looking like a dry race. Just go through strategy on this one. I've gone through a few little iterations here, but the best way round here does look to be the one stop with the medium hard tyre, and we're going to switch around here. So qualifying, Alonso, I think this might be the first time in 2026 we couldn't make it through to Q3. So Fernando starts P11 and Ricciardo starts P8. Guan Yu Zhou in an Alpine got into the top 10 shootout. He finished 10th, Hamilton 9th, Ricciardo qualified P8. So I think a podium may be off the cards on this one, but let's see how we go. I think everything's set up. I think everything's ready to go. Let me just make sure everything on my stream is ready to go, and then we will jump in and begin this full race then in Imola. But if you're jumping into the stream, hope you're all doing well. Hope you've had a good week. As I say, ready for the weekend. I know I certainly am ready. Hold on. Here we go then. Right, as I say then, Alonso P11, Ricciardo starts P8. Let's see what we can do then as we start this Grand Prix in Imola.
Welcome back, everyone. The final preparations are now being made as we head into the race. And with his helmet on, that trademark smile.
So we've got work to do in this one. Danny Rick, P8. We've not been this low for quite a while. So definitely what we've done in this series to help the AI out has definitely worked. And McLaren have looked like the best car on the grid for a while, but they've not actually shown it. But they are 1-2 for this Grand Prix in Imola.
The Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix.
So let's see how we go then. 3 lights, 4, 5.
And it's lights
and
out.
Off we go. The two McLarens, Piastri and Norris lead us away. Yuki Tsunoda P3. And Danny Rick already trying to make a move on George Russell then. And he's already got that move done on George Russell. And alongside Max Verstappen. Yes, indeed. That's a hell of a start from Danny Rick. Are they on hards? No, they're on mediums. Danny Rick launched like a rocket ship there. Started P8. We're up to P5. Alonso remains in P11, but that's a cracking start from Danny Rick.
Honestly, I don't think we could do much more.
Head on.
Well, Daniel Ricciardo, hell of a start there. Perfect launch. Better than perfect, to be fair. That's really good work. Got a yellow flag early on. Is it Albon there? Albon's got some damage. No, it's Bottas running wide. Bottas down to 15th. The world champion from last year.
And nearly, just running wide.
Bottas not going to help his race.
Concentration, maybe.
Have you heard about the new Gran Turismo update? They added the 1992 Williams Renault. No, I have not, but that's very tasty indeed. Ricciardo's up to P4. Ricciardo is absolutely flying in the early stages here.
Okay, very good.
Yeah, man.
As he gets past Lando Norris as well. Oh, Ricciardo certainly had his Weetabix this morning. He's flying. P8 after one lap. He's up to P4.
Alrighty. Nice.
Right, let us settle into our strategy here, though. Now DRS is going to open.
DRS enabled.
A long old race. We don't want to burn these tyres up too quickly. Fernando's not made any moves. It's only the first lap, of course, but... Piastri leads then. So Norris had a bit of a stinker, actually, didn't he? He started P2. He's down to P5. So Norris gone backwards. Ricciardo's certainly gone forwards. Need to use a bit of this pace quickly because we're about to drop out of the DRS. Not what we want. Sainz is on the softs. We haven't had a look at tyres, so majority of the grid are on the mediums. Sainz has started on softs, Hamilton softs, Alonso hards. Then we've got Hulkenberg, Lawson softs, Bottas, Magnussen hards, and Bortoletto hards. So only three soft runners: Hamilton, Hulkenberg, and Lawson. Off Ricciardo.
Okay, maximum focus on cooling down those rear tires.
Justin.
Yep, that's it.
I don't know if we got DRS or not there. Touch and go. Yes, we did, just about. But we are trying to hang on to Sainz.
Yes.
Track Tom TV, hi buddy, how's it going? Hope you're well.
Good, excellent job. The car ahead is Hamilton.
Did Bottas get a grid penalty? No, Bottas and that Mercedes has just been awful in this 2026 season. He was knocked out in Q2. He ran wide actually early on in this race. I think he started P13 or P14. But yeah, he's had a bit of a stinker. Right, let's settle Alonso down. Alonso's up to P10. I missed that. If we got a replay, sorry on that.
Copy.
So Alonso, yeah, hard tyres, so he's just got to go long here. See what he can do. Chap, thanks for the follow. Are these AI driving? Yes, this is F1 Manager, so I'm managing Team Lotus, the rest of the team's AI. I'm okay. You? Yes, very well, buddy. Thank you. Very well indeed. And Joe, looking at a move on Fernando Alonso here. So about to start lap 4 then. And Piastri leads by 3.4 seconds. He's having a great time of it. And I think Alonso is going to be under a lot of pressure here. Here comes Joe. Alonso on the hard tyres, and this is going to be a struggle to defend here. He might lose 2 positions. And exactly what happens. Alonso down to P12, sorry, he started P11.
Yeah, I'm going to have more streamline speed.
Oh, Alonso's being swarmed here, isn't he? Lawson, our ex-teammate, our ex-team member, Ricciardo's ex-teammate, has got past Alonso. He would have enjoyed that one.
Ridiculous.
Alonso's getting very upset. GP tries to calm him. Alonso down to P13. So, yeah, very different tale here between our two drivers. Ricciardo P4, Alonso bogged down in P13. But Alonso will have the better tyres at the end, of course. Piastri now leads from Sainz, who's closed that gap. He's obviously got past Tsunoda and closing, but Sainz is on the softs, isn't he? Yeah. The softs, to me, just didn't feel like they would work around here, so it'll be interesting to see if these soft runners are going for a one-stop or 2. Ricciardo just about got the DRS on Tsunoda. Yeah, he just remains in that DRS zone. Kinga, hello, buddy. Yes, I'm very well, thank you. How are you? Yeah, I think Ricciardo's just losing a bit of pace now to Tsunoda. Alonso is just kind of the long game with him. Lawson's tyres are absolutely obliterated, 69%. He's got to be at least 2 stopping. Yeah, Ricciardo's lost pace now with Tsunoda. He's going to be under pressure from Norris. In fairness, that McLaren should have the pace on us, so Norris gets past us. We'll try and use Norris, try and stay in his DRS to bring us back up to Sainz and Tsunoda. And here we go, Lando. Looking at the inside, he's nearly past us already. He's going to get DRS to pull away as well because he got that move done after the detection zone. So that is a bit frustrating because we might lose the DRS in terms of the 1 second gap to him because he's got good pace to pull away now.
Alrighty.
We wanted the DRS there. We might have to just attack on the tyres a little bit across this lap.
Just keep the head down on the way to...
Kinga, good. I'm doing my Nissan F1 Manager career on Season 2, currently Australia, so I'm going to be watching and playing F1 Manager. No worries, buddy. Enjoy. Hope it goes well.
Good job. Come on.
And Alonso is back past Joe. Well,
That's Liam ahead.
we shall see. He's briefly past Joe because Joe looked like he's having a good go back at him there.
Let's go.
There we are, Joe fighting it back. So Alonso may not keep this for too long here. No, Joe is going to get that position back. So Alonso getting bogged down.
Can't push any harder than this.
Alonso, come on. Let's not start the negativity, Fernando, today. So yeah, if you've been following this series, you'll know. But if you're new, we developed a dominant car for 2026, and it's a bit too dominant, and I didn't want the series to be us basically getting a 1-2 every race. So in 4 parts of the calendar, we go into the database editor and we provide the AI with upgrades. So we do a random draw generator that tells us how big the upgrade is going to be for the team, and then we apply it. So we've just done that in Miami 2 races ago. So that's why we've dropped off the pace a bit. So we've now got to do some design work to get back up to fighting for podiums and wins. Here comes Fernando then. He's got the DRS again on Joe. He did have this last time, but Joe was able to fight it back. Looks to be a little bit of a better gap this time, though. But he's 2.8 away from Liam Lawson, the man who he replaced at Team Lotus. But here comes Joe again. This is a repeat. Is Fernando on defend? He's not. That might be an issue. He's leaving the doors open a little bit.
Gap is 2.9.
Just use a bit of battery with Fernando as well.
Stick on your line.
Ricciardo has dropped off Norris then. He just hasn't got the pace of the top 4. He's got Verstappen 1.3 off him. Same tyre life, so that's going to be interesting. Sainz on the softs, but only 80%. So Sainz is going light on those softs. He's making them work at the moment.
Understood.
Ricciardo, I wonder if we might switch over to a 2-stop with Ricciardo, see if we can make something different work. Because at the moment, he's going to finish at best 5th. I just had to pause my design work for 8 days because of fire, race 3, and the season already going bad for me. No, Kinga. I'm sure it'll all come around, buddy. I'm sure it'll all come around.
Only just on DRS.
And if you are into the, if you have, easy for me to say, if you have jumped into the stream and you do like what you see, do smash that like button. Really does help me out. Yeah, as soon as we come off the battery here, Alonso is just back into the clutches of Joe. It doesn't help that we didn't break the DRS there, but let's say we're playing a bit of a long game with Fernando. And Lawson will be into the pits very early. The first to pit, I'd imagine, Liam Lawson will be. Verstappen is getting ever closer to Ricciardo. And then there's a whole group of cars there that we want to try and avoid.
You can reduce lift off.
Okay.
Let's just get out of that a minute because I think Max was upon us there. I think we might need to switch to a 2-stopper here with Ricciardo.
Understood.
We really attack those tyres. See how this would pan out. Still says this is quicker, but I'm not sure, you know. I'm not sure we've got the pace.
We're okay on temperatures.
Tires are on the higher side.
As Max Verstappen is going to have us here. There's nothing we can do about
Lift off
this.
for the fuel.
DRS. He's going to be way past us before the corner. So yeah, Ricciardo, we might have to switch to a 2-stop and just try something a bit different.
I don't think we can do much more.
But as I say, we've not really got the pace here today in Imola, so it's kind of damage limitation until we can get some new upgrades on the car. And Joe is back past Alonso just to compound that even more. So Alonso's due to go all the way to lap 36. Ricciardo if we switched him, it would be lap 14. The original, which is quicker, would be here, which is lap 25.
Update on tires when you can.
Okay, tires are still okay.
And Verstappen's nearly pulled a second already. Ricciardo needs to just kind of stay in that.
We focus on the cars ahead now.
Doesn't look like he is, though. I think we're going to lose the DRS here. Don't think we got the DRS. Yeah, we've just not got the pace here today at the moment.
Okay, understood.
What's tyres looking like up and down the grid? So Hamilton's used quite a bit of this sauce, isn't he? So he's not going to be in contention. And Lawson, as we say, is going to be in early. Dark Lord, I guess, stick with the plan. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Leclerc's got better tyre life than us as well. Yeah, we could try some softs at the end. That any quicker? No, that's not quicker either. What about? No, we definitely need to get hard in there. I think we just stick as is for now. We'll stick as is for now. But Piastri leads by 3.3 seconds. Then Tsunoda is close behind Sainz. Alonso continues his battle. Well, it's Lawson now. Lawson is dropping back, of course. He's trying to manage those softs that he's absolutely obliterated. So Alonso moves up to P12. But Alonso probably got some work to do to even get points today. Although, as I say, he's on the hards. Everyone ahead of him on softer tyres. So he should be a lot quicker at the end, you'd think. But Ricciardo is just going backwards, look. Leclerc is going to be the next one on him. Just not got the pace.
We're currently P6.
Because as soon as they get into DRS, it's going to be job done near enough.
We have Max 1.8 behind. So we have Leclerc a little while behind.
Russell's used quite a bit of his mediums. I'd say Sainz is doing really well on those softs. Hulkenberg's doing the same actually for RB, so they must be on light or conserve. Right, Alonso is now got Albon behind him, still in his DRS, so he can't pull away from these lower midfield teams.
Gap. 2 seconds.
And Leclerc is past Ricciardo, so this is what we feared, really, that we're just going backwards. Although we did qualify P8, of course. He made an almighty start, Ricciardo. This probably is just where our pace is today. There you go, easy work for Charles. Right, Ricciardo runs P7. Unfortunately, he's going to have Hulkenberg, Russell and Hamilton soon on him, though. Needs to stay with Charles and stay in that DRS. Because that's what we lost out to last time on Lando and then Verstappen. So we need to just try and stay with Charles if we can.
Look after the tires.
Hulkenberg could have DRS on us, but we should have DRS on Charles, and we have comfortably.
I cannot push any harder than this.
Oh no, Alex Albon is past Alonso. Alonso is having a bit of a stinker, isn't he, early on here? His old team, Albon, in that Aston Martin. And there he goes.
5.
Alonso down to P13 then. Not having a good day. Right, Ricciardo did get the DRS. He's just got to try and stay with Leclerc. Let's try and manage this gap now. Leclerc is getting closer to Verstappen. He's actually in Verstappen's DRS, so we're going to get a bit of a DRS train here, I think.
Okay, well done.
And Alonso is back past Albon. On the start-finish straight, I'm assuming here. DRS assisted. Oh, hello. Hold from Fernando. Oh, is Albon not giving this up though?
Let's go.
That's probably not finished, that one. No, here we go. Still going. Oh, yes, and Albon is back ahead.
I don't have that pace.
Ricciardo, no, Ricciardo, don't lose that DRS.
Crack on.
Got a yellow flag. Looks to be K-Mag. It is K-Mag.
Gap at 2.8.
Reached out there. Looks like he's glitched back
Here
on.
we are then at the 11th corner.
It's always K-Mag. It's never dull when K-Mag's on the grid.
The wheels just lock up there.
Ooh,
And they'll
what's
need
up?
to be mindful of the effect
Big
of
old
that
lock up.
had on-
Not what you want when you're on the hards. Kingo, thanks for the gift. Much appreciated, buddy. Too kind. Magnussen, what's his tyres? 54 on the hards. That's nasty. Ricciardo did just maintain DRS. Yeah, he's really struggling for pace. Well, the team is struggling for pace around here, so we've got to get some upgrades on the car, hopefully, by next race, which is going to be Monaco. Track Tom, any crashes or spins yet? No crashes yet. Just a couple of drivers going wide. Bottas and then Magnussen having that lock up just there. And Alonso is back through on Albon finally.
Keep watching Alonso with this one.
He's having a good old ding-dong with Albon, but that's not where we want to be. We want to get Alonso at least to the points today. 7 roses from Kinga. Thank you, buddy. Much appreciated. Certainly not required, but I do appreciate that. Thank you, buddy. Alonso, P12 then. Sainz obviously started using some of that soft tyre now. Ricciardo is staying in the DRS here, which is good. Hulkenberg has joined him. Looks like this
We do need a little bit of lift off for the
top 8 are pulling away. Hamilton's 3.4 behind Hulkenberg now.
Understood.
Hamilton needs to pit. And Lawson needs to pit. So Hamilton and Lawson will be the first ones in.
Take it
They're
easy.
probably going to be in the next lap or so, I'd imagine. And no... Yeah, we have got DRS. I thought we didn't have DRS for a moment, but I was looking at Fernando. Even with DRS, Hulkenberg is getting very racy in that RB behind us. Let's go back to standard through there.
And you can
I had to go to the bathroom, so that's why I asked. No worries, yeah, I don't think you missed anything. Verstappen has developed a mechanical fault ahead of us. Is this going to be a Crofty replay, or has this been Max telling us?
Wait, my bad. Stand. What is this?
He's got an ERS issue. That could be bad. If he can't get any deployment, he's going to be very slow. Let's see if it affects him. Leclerc's already passed him. Let's see if he can stay with Charles or if that's going to affect him. I love your stream, so had to. Never a bad stream from you, so want to give something back. Thanks, Kinga. Much appreciated, buddy. So yeah, as I say, top 8 pulling away. Hamilton now down to 10th, 30% on those tyres. Did Lawson pit? Lawson did pit, and he's gone to the hards. Alonso has still got Albon all over him. Hamilton 29%. Surely Hamilton's going to box at the end of this lap. But Ricciardo hangs on to the DRS. Hamilton does pit. But Hulkenberg on those softs looking pretty good, you got to say. Verstappen has overtaken Leclerc, so that battery not affecting him too much. And Ricciardo senses an opportunity. Leclerc, no DRS. And Ricciardo jumps on through the inside to take P6. Looked a long way back there. But Ricciardo takes it.
Currently P6.
And Hamilton exits the pits. Let's have a look at
Right,
this.
let's have a look as we
On
go
board
into
then.
turn 4. The
Oh,
opportunity
didn't look like that
begging
was
to be
on,
taken.
but Ricciardo made it on. Made it happen. So yeah, Hamilton pitting very early. The only problem there is look how far back he comes out. P19. Long way back there. So Lawson, Teo, Portier, Hamilton, the first to pit. And who have we got probably in next? No one that soon. Probably Bortoletto and Magnussen would be the next, but it'll be a few laps until they come in.
I cannot pass.
Well, Verstappen's issue, clearly not an issue, because he just pulled 2.5 seconds on Ricciardo nearly there. And Ricciardo is going to be absolutely lamb to the slaughter here, because he's going to have no DRS, and he's going to have Leclerc right behind him, and Nico Hülkenberg. We could lose 2 positions here.
Understood.
Could have used battery to deploy out there, but we haven't got too much battery. And there's no point fighting something that's going to happen, inevitably. So there goes Leclerc, and Hülkenberg has a look now, but Ricciardo does cover him off, so that's important, stay in there. Now he needs to try and stay with Leclerc. It's Albon and Alonso continue to battle away for what is now P11. So Piastri leads. It is a McLaren 1-2 at the moment, but Piastri's got a 4.3 second lead. He's looking very good for the win today as Oscar Piastri. As I've said, that McLaren on the car analysis has looked the best car now for the last 3 races, but we haven't actually seen it on track. But today, it looks like they're finally going to deliver. Now, Sainz P3 doing good work in the Red Bull because he is on soft tyres that he's managed really well. It's the same percentage as the medium, so he's managed them really well in the opening stint. I was expecting those softs to have to 2-stop, but how he's managed them, he can definitely go for a 1-stopper because he's in line with the medium. Same with Hülkenberg. As Perez now pits at the back of the field. Ricciardo has hung on to Leclerc. Leclerc has not really gained on Max Verstappen, though, during this lap. But this will be a good chance for Ricciardo to get back past Leclerc. But it's probably just going to keep chopping and changing between these 3, Leclerc, Ricciardo and Hülkenberg. Here we go. Pull to the inside. Leclerc should be able to cover us off there, though. Where's Hülkenberg going to go in all of this? Ricciardo still up the inside of Leclerc, though. That's the one he pulled last time on Leclerc, and he's done it again. And Ricciardo moves back into P6.
Good job.
Track Tom, how many races tonight? Just the one race tonight, buddy. Just the one race tonight. Yeah, Max clearly not struggling with that issue. Which, as we saw from the replay, is an ERS issue, but it doesn't seem to be costing him too much. Quite a bit of deployment, though, the last lap, so he might be slower across his next 2 laps. You viewed, hello, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Happy Friday. Well, Ricciardo had a little bit of breathing room there. Nearly had a second, but that's been quickly closed up again by Hülkenberg. What is the pit loss here? It's nearly 29 seconds. So what's that? 32, 42. So at the moment we'd come out in front of K-Mag, 4 seconds to Gasly. As Hülkenberg is going to make the move on us here. And Hülkenberg then now moves into P6.
Keep your head
Again, we just got to try and stay with him.
We have a Ferrari behind us.
We have good on tires.
How come you're so far back? Yeah, obviously we've upgraded the AI teams, but we still managed to compete the last 2 races. But yeah, just looks like we haven't got the pace around here. So we have got 3 designs in the works, so we just need to get them done. Hopefully that will get us back up in contention for the podium and wins. But doesn't look like we've got the pace today for a podium and win. But stranger things have happened. Max has obviously got an issue. There's some fun stuff that happens ahead of us. Who knows where we might go. Yeah, happy Friday. Thanks, buddy. Right, so Piastri continues to lead 3.8 from Norris. Norris has now built himself a nice gap of 2.6 to Yuki Tsunoda. And we're probably expecting Bortoletto and K-Mag to pit this lap or next. Which will open up another sort of pit stop gap or another 2 positions for Ricciardo to fall into. As we've got a yellow flag. That looks like it's K-Mag again, doesn't it?
Okay.
No, it's Albon. It's Albon.
Here's the replay.
Was Albon still with
Alex
Alonso
Albon
here?
is part of this.
He was.
Nothing wrong so
Continuing
far.
to fight with Fernando.
The brakes couldn't cope.
But not
and
anymore.
Hopefully there's not too much damage to the
Albon locks
tyres.
up, but that should bring an end, and it has brought an end to his battle with Fernando then. Bortoletto does pit. Albon is only now rejoining the track. He's got underfloor damage, it looks like, from running across the curbs there, or gravel. And Albon has just pretty much wrecked his race there. And has given Alonso some clean air. Behind him, at least. And he's now catching up with Zhou. It is 1.2 to Zhou, but then it is 3.3 to Russell. So Alonso starting to come alive a little bit more now. Fire, hey Kelly, how's this race going? Race is not too bad. We've not really got the pace around here today, so we're just damage limitation, really. We've got a good lead in both championships, so just trying to maximise the result here today. And as Albon's got a mechanical fault, so it's going from bad to worse for Alex. Now, so yeah, due to pit lap 25 for Ricciardo. We may as well stick with that for now. But Alonso is now going to be in DRS territory of Guan Yu Zhou. I'll give him some battery as well.
Press and hold the overtake.
Just see if Ricciardo can make a move on Hulkenberg, or at least fend off Leclerc. Verstappen still maintaining that 2-second gap to Hulkenberg here. But Max Verstappen certainly isn't out of sight. I think the top four pretty much are for us. Alright, here comes Alonso though. As Zhou covers off the inside, Fernando looks at the outside, then back to the inside. Fernando later braking, and he is through on Guan Yu Zhou. So hopefully now these hards are starting to come into play.
Yes.
So Fernando finally back into the top 10.
So
And well, for the first time in the top 10, because he qualified P11. So he is now in the top 10 and is grabbing himself a World Championship point, as it is right now. And we'll just continue on that pace with him for a little while, just see if we can build the DRS gap. Only 1.8 off Russell now. 61% tyre life. Russell down to 42%. So yeah, this is the moment now where Alonso's pace is going to come alive, I feel. The leader's doing 119s, but Russell are 121.3. So Alonso is going a second a lap quicker than Russell. So Alonso finally starting to come alive in this race. Ricciardo did manage to hold on to DRS there. Yes, he did. JXSX, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated, buddy. Right, Alonso hasn't quite got DRS on George, but he's gaining with a slipstream. Without DRS, it's too far back though. But he broke the DRS to Zhou, which is important. He doesn't have to worry about defending. As we'll go on board with Fernando.
Zhou, the car behind.
And George Russell, the car ahead. We're on hard, started on hards, but it's now at that crossover points where the mediums are starting to struggle and the hards have still got good tyre life. So Alonso needs to start using his pace now. And Ricciardo, we probably want to try and undercut now, really, on Hulkenberg and Leclerc. I'm currently playing FIFA 23. Nice track, Tom. Which team? Who's your team? Right, just quickly, briefly back to Ricciardo, just to see what happens here on Hulkenberg, because we look a lot closer. Pulling to the inside. I don't think Hulkenberg can cut that off now because we're already alongside Danny Rick then. Back on Nico Hulkenberg. But Hulkenberg later on the brakes. And he remains in P6 for now. But Ricciardo's still having a look. He's got to be careful. Charles Leclerc is sniffing around his rear. But no, Ricciardo maintains P6. Hulkenberg P7. Sorry, Ricciardo. Hulkenberg maintains P6. Hulkenberg down to 36%. So Hulkenberg is going to be in the next lap, or this lap, next lap, or 3 laps. Within 3 laps he's going to be in, I'd suggest, and we probably need to cover him off. Alonso didn't get past Russell there, unfortunately.
In general,
yeah, lap 25 we're trying to get to, but what did I say? The gap was 29 seconds, so that would bring us to 44 gap. So, well, that's hurting my brain there because Hamilton was showing us. Yeah, we'd come out just ahead of Hamilton here. Last lap, 119. We might want to just push and pit this lap. Although those hards we'd have to manage. Victory, we just lost DRS there. And that's going to open the door to Charles to get past us. Verstappen. Hulkenberg's past Verstappen. Hulkenberg's pushing. I think Hulkenberg's on an in-lap here.
Russell behind us.
And we could make the hards work, but we'd have to manage them a little bit more. And Alonso is past George Russell then. Willie, thanks for the follow. And here we go, Fernando, start finish straight then. DRS assisted, job done. So Fernando starting to come into this race finally. Being bogged down in that midfield for so long. I'm pretty confident Hulkenberg's in at the end of this lap. Yellow flag. It's another lockup. Oh, George Russell.
Let's take a closer look.
Just lost out to Fernando. Looks like people are cursed behind Fernando today. Keep locking up. This time it's Russell. Previously Albon.
But that's just the...
What's that done to George's tyre life? Down to 25%. Georgie Borgi needs to be in the pits at the end of this lap because of that. Ricciardo's losing a bit of pace here. Looks like the AI are starting to push. Is Hulkenberg going to be in at the end of this lap? I think we go next lap now. I think Hulkenberg's going to get the undercut, but hopefully we're going to be in before these guys. Yeah, Hulkenberg does pit.
I'll pit this lap.
Verstappen stays out, Leclerc stays out, and of course Danny Rick stays out. Let's see if this is a good stop for the RB man, Nico Hulkenberg. His teammate Tsunoda, currently third in the World Championship, and he's third in this race as well. Yeah, that's a clean stop for them, unfortunately. So I think he will get the undercut on us.
Oh, we can cancel lift off.
Right, Ricciardo's going to be in at the end of this lap. So Alonso clean air. He's got no one close to him now because Russell locked up. And Zhou is way behind. Russell didn't pit though. Russell's at risk of a puncture if he stays out any longer. Got another yellow flag. Safety car would be huge.
2 cars out,
although,
a lot of debris.
I think Pierre Hamlin's being dramatic. I don't think 2 cars are out, but there has been a crash.
The cars.
Oh, it's Max.
And
Max and Leclerc.
Far from intentional,
ooh, Leclerc comes through on the inside. There's contact.
Moment, yes, but as any driver will know.
Doesn't show Leclerc is damaged. Verstappen might have damage, but his mechanical issue is showing at the moment. For real, watching this while eating a Sunday at DQ. Good job for keeping things interesting with your comments. Thanks, buddy. Crawley FC start of 2025 in Premier League. Oh, good stuff. Go Crawley Town.
Okay, pit lane.
Right, Danny Rick in. No penalties between Verstappen and Leclerc. Ocon's got a mechanical fault. We need a nice clean stop from the pit crew here. And we don't get it. Sticky front right. That's 2 seconds too slow, so that is disappointing. Russell does box, but Hulkenberg should be past us now.
Alrighty.
I think he would have been past us anyway, but it's just compounded the issue. A slow stop.
Sorry for that.
Fighting Hamilton, pit exit.
Yeah, Hamilton will be past us as well. So we've lost out big time there. What's Hamilton? Oh, Hamilton's 2 stopping. Hamilton's not an issue, but we're too far back on Hulkenberg, so that 2 seconds has cost us there. I got a new gaming keyboard and mouse coming from a PC. Going to download EA25 and do my player career mode. Good stuff you viewed. Yeah, I did start an EAFC series on the channel, but I haven't kept up with it. The views are pretty low, to be fair, so... runners up in the Champions League. Nice stuff. Lotus has many pit stop issues, it seems. Yeah, Dark Lord, I don't know. The fatigue is good. That's what we always manage. So chance of mistake percentage is always low. But yeah, it seems we're on a poor run at the moment. I've got some luck for once in my team. Red flag when everyone else pit and no one else has. P8, P9 start. Good stuff, Kinga. Hi, Callie. Cowper win again. Good stuff on the ice hockey front. Good win for the Cowper. Hope you're well, Atty. Right, Ricciardo then, as Sainz pits. Where is Sainz going to come out here? He's already out, so he's not going to be in Ricciardo's race either.
Okay.
How's Fernando getting on? We're to lap 36 with Fernando. And he's 10 seconds off Verstappen. Leclerc probably in at the end of this lap, to be fair. You got to feel that he's probably going to be ahead of Ricciardo now because that pit stop issue. And I'm going to start my F1 Manager 24 team. Good stuff, Atty. Going well. Good to hear, buddy. Yeah, Leclerc down to 30%, so I'm expecting him in at the end of this lap. And he is indeed. Verstappen doesn't follow him, though. Verstappen stays out. So Alonso will be past him, of course, but Alonso's still got to stop. Where is Danny Rick going to be in all of this? Let's go back to the interval time. Yeah, Hulkenberg's pulled a good 6 seconds on Ricciardo, so that really has worked out badly. Nice stop for Ferrari, it looked like, the tail end that we caught. I think this will be close. I think this is going to be close. It's not going to be close. It's not going to be close. There's Leclerc. Ricciardo, a good second to 2 seconds back. He has got his tyres nearly up to temp, though, so he might be able to close that gap to Leclerc, but yeah, pit stop really cost us. Why Russell P18? He had a lock-up that really affected his tyres, so it's really cost him. Lock-up costing Russell, so like Mercedes didn't look like it's got much pace. McLaren going for a little double stack, is it?
Okay.
Little double stackolowski from the McLaren. Oh, that's nice. That's clockwork, isn't it? Good work from McLaren in there. As Tsunoda pits as well as Verstappen. Ricciardo is on Leclerc here, and Verstappen's going to be coming out of the pits probably very close to these. Alright, here we go. There's Ricciardo. There's Leclerc. Verstappen is coming out of the pits. There's Verstappen. We're cleared Verstappen, but he'll have a good tyre advantage on us now, and we couldn't quite get past Leclerc there. Ocon will pit soon. Right, the two Audis are pitting as well. There's a lot of traffic here. Why is that? Hamilton is getting bogged down behind Ocon here. Ocon on 29% mediums. Well, this is going to cause us to lose a lot of time here.
Let's try to see what we can do.
Okay.
Max will be in DRS in no time because Esteban Ocon is causing a hell of a train here. Piastri's past Alonso, but we're not fighting Piastri.
Car behind Norris.
Where is Alonso going to finish in all of this? It's going to be interesting to see. Right, Ocon has been dispatched by Hamilton. Ocon surely getting into the pits. He is. Well, look at this. Verstappen all over us. Hamilton. It's not Hamilton, that's Leclerc. No grip. Well, he has got grip. He's got new tyres, but he's got no traction out of there, it seemed.
Very good job. Next car, Hamilton.
Right, so we're up to P9, but we are going to be battling Leclerc and Verstappen all the way, it looks like here. Bottas up to P6. He's going long on the hards as well. And Norris will shortly be past Alonso.
Understood.
Okay, halfway, well, nearly halfway through this one. And Alonso going for this long stint. As I say, Norris will be past us, but we're not fighting Norris. Got 6 more laps and then we'll box Fernando. And Piastri sets the fastest lap. Piastri looks like he's well on his way to winning this race. Oh, and Leclerc is going to be on the inside of Ricciardo there. He doesn't quite make it work.
Keep your head down.
We will have DRS on Hamilton.
behind
Surely
side.
we'll get past Hamilton now.
Gap 3.8.
Hamilton, as he's got Ricciardo on his left, Leclerc on the right. Oh, we make it through. Leclerc doesn't. If you were Ferrari, you would be asking Hamilton to get out of the way there, but doesn't seem to happen in this game. Of course, we can do team orders, but the AI don't seem to do it.
Bottas, by the way.
So Ricciardo up to P8, but he's certainly got a fight on his hands with Leclerc and Verstappen behind him. Hamilton is 2 stopping, so he's kind of out of kilter here in terms of this battle because he's on 52%, so there's no way he's getting those till the end. Ricciardo 90%, Leclerc 92, Verstappen 94, so tie life are all pretty close really. Nadan, Kali, I've butchered that, but see you next live again, Kali. No worries, Ati. Thanks for dropping in as always. Have a good weekend. Tsunoda sets the fastest lap. So who's yet to stop? Alonso, Bottas. They're the only 2 yet to make their first stop of this race.
We are P8.
Leclerc
P8.
should be past his teammate now, although Hamilton has retained DRS on Ricciardo, which could frustrate his teammate and Verstappen, and it is going to. That's giving Ricciardo a bit of breathing space whilst Hamilton is stuck in between us. Right, Alonso, 4 more laps, and then we'll be into box. Yeah, it's definitely looking like a McLaren 1-2, and then between Sainz and Tsunoda for the final step on the podium, it's looking like. What else have we got going on down here? What's Verstappen's issue saying? That's getting slightly worse, but not too bad. Not really affecting him. He's keeping pace, so... Bottas should be in soon, and of course ourselves, Alonso. So Bottas probably going to be stopping around about the same time as Fernando.
Yeah, don't worry, mate.
As Sainz gets past Alonso, but we're not fighting these guys. Alonso's battle is... I don't really know where it is in the truth. At least 10th, I'm hoping, for Alonso. Maybe he can get back up to Ricciardo, Leclerc. I don't know. I think that's going to be a stretch. So I think Alonso might just end up in no man's land in 10th place, I've got a feeling. But we'll see. He could be fighting Hamilton. So we'll see. We won't really know until the closing stages. But that will be his one and only stop. Ricciardo's made his one and only stop. And I think most of the grid, apart from, well, especially his top 10, apart from Hamilton, who's deciding to go for a 2-stopper. Kinga, I've got to go. Callie, see you. No worries, buddy. Thanks for dropping in. Thanks for the gifts. Much appreciated. Have a good weekend. Right, we are halfway through now. And Ricciardo's going to be coming under pressure from Leclerc then. Hamilton's dropped off a bit, and with that, Verstappen's lost pace on Leclerc and Ricciardo. Verstappen may become out of contention if his issue gets worse, though. That's what we've got to hope for.
Yes.
Right, Alonso, pit window open, but we're going to go to lap 36 if we can. Stay with Tsunoda through here. That'd be very handy as Tsunoda gets past us. But again, just to reiterate, we're not fighting
Car behind is
with these guys.
Gap behind 2.3.
Let's see, I think Hamilton will win his 8th title this season. Very bold prediction. I think Ferrari might well have a championship winning car, but
You did a good job there.
I think Lewis's
Our next
biggest
one is
problem
Hülkenberg.
is the man the other side of the garage. He's not up against a rookie. He's up against Charles Leclerc, Ferrari through and through, and I think it might take Lewis a little time to adjust. I'd fancy Charles this year over Lewis, but maybe Lewis can get up to speed for 2026, but who knows? Who knows what might happen? Looking forward to this year, though. I think it's going to be very tight indeed. Ricciardo got through Bottas there, who's due to stop.
0.8.
And he's been able
head
to
down.
gap Leclerc because Bottas is just holding him up, so that's nice as well. Yeah, he's fast, to be fair. Yeah, I think just because Charles had a few years in that team already, he's already up to speed. Lewis got a lot of adjustment to do, but we'll see. It's all a bit of an unknown. Right, Leclerc should be back past Bottas and back on our tail shortly. Alonso down to 36%, as Hülkenberg's the next car to dispatch him. Couple of laps then, Fernando, and then you can get in. Couple of laps, Fernando, don't you worry. Use a little battery. Right, Ricciardo's quite nicely placed now, P7. He's got 2 seconds on Leclerc, but he's conserved a good bit of battery and fuel, and we'll just keep that for now till the closing stages of this race. If he can finish 6th, I think that'd be quite a good result here today, because we qualified... Oh, Bottas has just developed... I thought they had an accident, but Bottas developed a fault alongside Max there. So Bottas now struggling with a fault as well. Verstappen's dropped off though. Maybe Verstappen has now encountered that issue, or that was already encountered this, but maybe that is now causing him to lose pace, because he's he's really dropped off as Max. Now Ricciardo's got a back marker. Perez 30 seconds off 21st place. I don't know what's going on with Sergio.
Blue flag for Perez.
Alonso kept DRS there. That's what we wanted, really. Norris will be in the hunt for the title unless the car is bad. Yeah, I think you've got to... there's not going to be a massive leap from last year's cars to this year's, because everyone's focused on 2026. So the cars were at the front for 2024. You've got to imagine they're going to be there 2025. So I think, you know, it's McLaren, Ferrari, potentially Red Bull and Mercedes. I think it depends how much of a step Mercedes and Red Bull have taken. Yeah, I'm a McLaren fan, but I've just got a feeling that Ferrari are going to be the team to beat this year. And as I say, not because of Lewis necessarily, because I think Charles will have the better of those two. Right, can we go one more lap with Alonso? Let's go. Let's go next lap. Let's go next lap. Let's forward him on. Get him in. Ricciardo still got a 2 seconds gap to Leclerc, which is good. Just get Alonso round here. So Alonso's probably going to have quite a bit of overtaking to do here. Well, let's hope for a clean stop. They've only had to make 2 stops today. They've already done 1 that they made an error in. Hope for better here. Yeah, that's better. It's not world record pace, but 2.3 will take it.
We'll be close at pit out.
Hamilton pits as well, which is good. Russell should be past us in all honesty here. Yeah, there he goes. Or Zhou. Yeah, Zhou's going to be past us as well. Lawson should be too far back though. And he is. So Alonso out in P12. Medium tyres to the end.
Zhou gap at 1 second.
And we'll see what his pace is going to be once he gets those tyres up to 10.
The gap is 2.9.
Ricciardo's got Leclerc closing in on him again. Let's say we have managed to save battery and fuel, and we've got a bit of a tyre advantage on Leclerc now, so maybe P6.
Understood.
We can battle Leclerc for P6 here today. But Leclerc going for a push now, and he's probably going to make his way past Ricciardo, but as long as we can hold on to him. But it is looking like P6 is the best we can achieve today with Ricciardo. Although you never know what might happen ahead of us. If we get a red flag or a safety car. I was going to say red car then. We have got a red car. There's a red car moving past us in Charles Leclerc, but Ricciardo doesn't want to let him go, but he concedes. As I say, you've just got to stick with him through here.
We need a little bit more lift off if you can, please. We need a little
Tyres
bit more.
are going to be marginal at the end because they're marginal for us.
understood.
And Ricciardo's got one of the best smoothness on the grid. So if he can get a tyre advantage here over Charles, I think we'll be in good shape. Just needs to stay with him.
Just manage your tyres, please.
Go on light and then use the DRS just to stick with
Okay,
him.
understood.
But if you are watching the stream, like what you see, do press that like button. It only takes a couple of seconds. Really helps me out.
What do you think about the tyres?
Yep. Good.
Right, is anyone stopping ahead of Alonso? No, no one is stopping. So if Alonso's to get into the points, he's got to make moves on track. Yeah, Verstappen's really just lost the pace, hasn't he, with that issue? So, good. Alonso's 3 seconds off Russell. He's about 4.5 off Zhou, but then it's 17 seconds to Verstappen. So, looks like 9th might be in reach for Alonso, but yeah, unless Verstappen really drops off the pace,
Leclerc.
that's going to be a problem. As Ricciardo got the DRS.
Okay,
Is he going to make the move on Charles? No, he doesn't. So we just stick with him again through this lap. Oh yeah, Verstappen 5.2. So as I keep saying, his pace has really dropped off. What's the that fault got significantly worse? No, it's still at 36%. Maybe he's managing a bit of fuel. Definitely managing something as Verstappen, because he's really dropped off the pace. So just managing our tyres here, Ricciardo. He's got 2% margin on Leclerc, 3%. I think this will be key at the end, because I say, Ricciardo's got one of the best tyre managements on the game. And look, this is marginal all the way to the end, so I think this is going to work for Ricciardo. At some point, Leclerc will have to manage his tyres. As we're getting a big slipstream DRS there. But Ricciardo not going to make the move again. And we just sit in behind. Keep conserving the energy in terms of the battery, the fuel, and tyres. Right, what's young Fernando saying? He's now 2.7 behind Russell. Let's see what this last lap is he's just done. A 1:17.6. He's going a second a lap quicker than George now. Second quicker than Zhou. Second quicker than Verstappen. At that pace, he would catch Verstappen. So perhaps Verstappen may come under pressure from Fernando Alonso in the closing stages of this one. Yeah, 3% is the margin, so we just got to keep ticking over there. Now, Piastri still leads, by the way, 4.4 by Lando. Sainz is 6.9 back, so it looks like
keep it clean. Focus on the pace.
Piastri is going to win. Looks like Norris is going to be P2, and it's still between Sainz and Tsunoda for P3, it looks like. Ricciardo looks a lot closer here, and looks like this is going to be the opportunity to move back into P6. Say, we're not too bothered really at the moment making the move. We're sort of in a managing phase, but we'll take it. As we're through on the inside, DRS assisted. We can make Leclerc use those tyres and battery a little bit more than he wants to. That works in our favour as well. We're getting the move done here without pushing on anything. So Ricciardo moves back to P6.
Okay, that's P6.
3% tyre margin on him still.
With Hülkenberg.
So maybe he is starting to conserve a bit of tyre life as well, because it's not really extending too much. Yeah, Hulkenberg, everyone's sort of on the same sort of tyre life here, so yeah, it's definitely, I think Hulkenberg's too far back, so it's going to be between Sainz and Tsunoda for P3 here. As Magnussen picks, Alonso is now 1.3 behind Zhou. And we are getting close to Zhou. What was the last lap again? Russell was a lot quicker on that last lap, maybe pushing.
Gap 1.3. Keep trying.
21 laps to go. And yeah, Verstappen still 5.5 seconds off the pace. So you've got to say he's out of this battle now. And Verstappen has got P8 Ultra himself, unless Alonso's got any pace in the closing stages. Well, here we go, Leclerc. This time he's got the DRS. Is he going to make the move on Danny Rick? No, Danny Rick covers him off. And now got a 4% margin on Leclerc, so the tyre advantage is building up. Yellow flag. Is it just going to be a yellow flag? That would really shake things up. It is. Had quite a few yellow flags. Autoletto running wide, but no safety cars, virtuals, or red flags yet this evening. Alonso's pass show. Hopefully a bit of replay of that.
Let's go, guys.
Well done. Nice job.
We do indeed. I think it's just start to finish straight with DRS. It was indeed. Joe having a good race though. Alpine. Their best race of the season it's looking like so far today.
Gap 1.6. Head down.
Yeah, so Joe is having quite a good race. I don't think he can make it into the top 10. Alonso already nearly onto the DRS of Russell. Oh, that sounded like a crash. Oh, it's a spin. As Leclerc again has DRS.
Okay, now we have a yellow.
Ocon spun.
Okay.
What's happened to Esteban here? Ooh, keeps it out of the wall. Not good for Ocon. So yeah, Leclerc and Ricciardo continue to fight away. Alonso is just missed out on the DRS, but he'll have DRS on Russell next lap. Last lap. 2 seconds, nearly 2 seconds, second and a half, just over second and a half quicker than Verstappen. So he's got a chance of catching Max as Alonso once he clears Russell. Ricciardo still 4% margin on Leclerc here. 20 laps to go then. Sainz holding on to third, but Tsunoda a second back on him. Hey, the battles here really across this top 10 is Sainz and Tsunoda for third, Ricciardo and Leclerc for sixth, and it's looking like Alonso and Max for P8. Alonso is very close to Russell here. We could give him some battery here to get just
Press and hold the overtake.
rubber stamp this smooth. Got a hope here as Leclerc is trying to use a lot of battery here whilst he's battling us, because we're just saving our battery.
Yep, understood.
There goes Leclerc again. We cover him off again. Alonso's already past Russell, it looks like, before the DRS zone. Did we get DRS as well? Yes, we did, so that's going to work perfectly for Fernando.
With that.
Let's see what happens.
So he would have got that in the first
Now we're
left-hander
through the
here.
last turn here. The opportunity's there,
Protection zone is actually there, so I don't know how we got DRS, but we take it.
and they move.
So Alonso into P9. Now he's 11 seconds off Max Verstappen. So this is where he's got to use the pace. Let's push on the fuel.
You can cancel or reduce lift off where possible.
Ricciardo remains P6. Leclerc continues to push him. But tyres are good on Ricciardo. And I think Leclerc is going to have to conserve at some point. Or if he's not conserving, Ricciardo can push a little bit harder. So I'm feeling confident with Ricciardo to claim this 6th place. But we'll just keep building this up. We're building the fuel, we're maintaining the battery every lap, and we're conserving the tyres. So at the moment, I feel this is working well for Ricciardo. We don't need to push it just yet. Alonso 10.2 to Verstappen, so let's continue to watch that gap. As here comes Leclerc. Leclerc looks a lot closer this time. Is he going to make the move? I think he is this time round, but it's not an issue as long as we stick with him. So Leclerc alongside, does he make it? No, he doesn't. Ricciardo brakes later. We know Danny Rick's the latest of the late breakers. He's left the door open here, but Leclerc too far back. Ricciardo maintains P6 then. And maintains a 4% to our advantage. We are only 6.7 off Hulkenberg here. We seem to be gaining on Hulkenberg, although we're not pushing. So, could we have a chance on Hulkenberg? Or is Hulkenberg just conserving some battery and fuel? Maybe we're, yeah, nearly a second quicker last time out on Hulkenberg. So who knows? Is Hulkenberg going to be part of this fight? 6.6, still quite a significant margin to be fair. Alonso, 10.2 was the gap. It's now 8.8. I think Alonso's in with a great chance to get past Max. He's got no pace with that ERS issue. And I think if Alonso gets to him, that one's going to be all said and done. Here we go again, though. Another lap. Leclerc with DRS yet again. Is he going to make the move again? He half made the move last time, but Danny Rick a lot later on the brakes. Leclerc this time. Is it going to be same again? Looks like it is. Ricciardo's just a lot more confident into the braking zone, into that first corner. And Ricciardo maintains P6. Car's getting a little bit on the cool side.
We work on tyres.
So let's just get a bit of heat into them. We have got the margin to 5% to Charles there. Let's just bring them back up to 10. Use a bit of this fuel as well.
We will not need liftoff.
Might even be able to break the DRS here to Charles because we're starting to gap him here. 8 temps. Just dropped down to 7th. Yeah, 7 to 8 temps here. Looks like we're coming up to a Haas of Théo Pourchaire. We're not close enough though to get DRS on him quite yet. Leclerc just about hanging on to the DRS, it looks like. Yeah, he is just going to hang on to the DRS. I think he just about got it. We'll soon see. I think he did get it though. Yes, he did.
Albon stopped.
Ah, we could use a bit of battery here.
Click overtake available.
We've got 5% margin. Let's use a bit of battery. Albon's retired. Alex Albon has boxed. Yeah, there we go. Ashley King, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated, buddy. Hope you're doing well. So Charles closed back in there with the DRS, but let's see if we can pull away now. At 47. Charles may be pushing hard to stay with us, and if he is, that works in our favour again. I think he is, because he's... although the margin has dropped, so maybe he's not fully pushing. Right. We've got him out of the DRS zone. We don't need to go mad with it at the moment. We need this back marker to get out of the way. And Théo Pourchaire does get out of the way. Does he get out of the way of Leclerc? If he wants to block Leclerc off for a little while, that would be handy. Gap to Leclerc is now 1.8, so Leclerc's not going to get DRS on this lap. Looks like Pourchaire's being good and getting out of the way, so good on him. But yeah, 1.9 to Leclerc, so Leclerc might be able to bring it back, but we'll see. You're welcome, buddy. And I'm okay. I'm a massive F1 fan, and my favourite driver is Lewis Hamilton. Good to hear, buddy. You're in for an exciting season then, to see Lewis in red. Alonso now 5.6 off Verstappen. He's got 15 laps to go. Last lap, 117.1. Yeah, he's still taking a lot out of him, isn't he? 72% on the tyres.
Straight to lift off.
Tyres, 64% for Max. Yeah, Alonso's got a good chance here to get P8. And Ricciardo just carries on in his merry way then. It's 5.8 to Hulkenberg. I don't quite think we've got the pace to get to him though. We might give it a push towards the end here, but I don't want to push now and then leave ourselves with nothing to defend if Charles got some pace about him. But yeah, if you watch this series, then you'll know we stream this every Tuesday and Friday. So if you like what you see, do check us out every Tuesday and Friday from 7 PM, Twitch, TikTok and YouTube. If you want more F1 Manager content and some general F1 videos, head over to the YouTube channel. So on Twitch and TikTok, head to my profile. In my profile, you'll see the YouTube channel in the bio. And we have all the episodes of this series. So not just the full race streams, condensed highlights, off-track action. And also I'm doing some more actual F1 news and opinion videos as well. So do head over and subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. Lewis Hamilton crashed his car in testing at Barcelona circuit. Yes, I did see that. Perhaps that's a good thing. Perhaps he's pushing to the limits, getting used to the machinery. I'm a McLaren fan, but I'm looking forward to seeing Lewis in Ferrari. I'm hoping it's going to reinvigorate him. I think there's a lot of people thinking that Lewis might be past his best, and we're soon going to see, I think. Right, and yeah, as I was saying, if you are a regular in here and you always watch these streams, you'll know we never really forward the action unless there's a bit of a lull, and there is a little bit of a lull here, so let's just forward on. We're just watching this gap between Ricciardo and Leclerc, and to see if Alonso can get closer to Verstappen, and once Alonso is close to Verstappen, we'll jump back on board. Yeah, if you're jumping in for the first time, please do follow or subscribe, and if you like the content, please do smash that like button, really helps me out. And Piastri leads, still got 4 seconds on his teammate Norris. Sainz is 10 seconds back, but he has got 4 seconds on Tsunoda now. So it's looking like it might be Carlos Sainz for third place. What track is this? This is Imola. Very historic track, of course.
Gap 2 seconds. Can I just stay focused?
At 1.8 to Verstappen. In F1, a good driver doesn't only know the corners, they own them. Bad joke. Very bad, you viewed, very bad. I'm a Twitch streamer. I stream F1 2019 on PS4. Good stuff, buddy. What season in the career is this? Is the third season. We're in 2026, so we've just had the big rule regulation changes, and this is the 8th race of 2026. So let's forward on till Alonso gets within Verstappen. Verstappen's mechanical fault's getting worse, so it's not looking good for Max. And Alonso is nearly with him here. Alonso usually retires this season, but he's really good for that. Yeah, we've signed Alonso just on a 1-year deal, so potentially he will retire at the end of this season. Gosh, we are in 2025. Yeah, 2025 upon us. Alonso should have DRS here. I don't think Max is going to be able to do much here. But this has worked out well in the end for Alonso. Started P11th. This would be for 8th place. Getting a bit bogged down there, though. And doesn't make it work. But it should be a matter of time here. Leclerc's only 4.4 seconds up, 6.3 seconds up the road. Is Leclerc within reach? He's gone through a managing phase there, though, because the gap has come down to the difference to 1% now. Might be biting off more than we can chew there to get Leclerc, but we'll see with Fernando. But yeah, it's not worked out too bad for Fernando. He was bogged down, as they started P11, was bogged down fighting for 12th and 13th.
Gap 0.4.
But now he has come back to P9, hopefully shortly to be P8. And Max might just be using a bit of battery, or the battery that he's got, if it's even working, because that's the ERS issue that he's got. So we've got a bit lucky there, because I don't think we would have caught Max. If not, is Teo going to stay out of the way again? He is. Teo's being a very good boy today, staying out of the way. F1 drivers have a speeding problem, they just can't help but race to the finish. I don't know where you're getting these from, you dude. You need to seek some help. Right, Alonso has DRS again, but he looks to be quite far back again. Although Max leaves the door open, and Fernando is not one to turn down an opportunity like that. They're going to be side by side, though. Max may have an issue, but he doesn't want to give it up. But Alonso will have the inside here. Max still there, though. They're still side by side. Alonso again will have the inside round here. Surely really Max is going to have to concede. I think he has. I can't quite see if they're still side by side. I think they might be, you know. As they come over the crest of the hill. And Alonso finally has it done. And up to P8.
Thoughts on tyres?
Ricciardo's got 5.5 to Leclerc, so that is very much job done for Ricciardo there. Alonso, let's use a bit of battery. Make sure Verstappen can't come back to us. He might be right back on us on this start-finish straight, but the next one should be absolutely fine. He's just about going to get DRS, but we're going to dump quite a bit of battery out of this final corner. Yeah, it's about a second, so he will get DRS. Hopefully with this battery that we're using, he's not going to be close enough to overtake, and we can push away for the remainder of this lap. Piastri leads, then Norris still second, Sainz still third, Tsunoda 4.4 back, so it looks like the podium is set. And Verstappen, as I say, stays under a second, but hopefully we'll be able to pull away here. Only 3.5 to Leclerc. Is Leclerc at risk from Fernando Alonso? Alonso might even be able to get P7 right behind his teammate in the end of this race. Now this one is a perfect pun. F1 cars are like comedians, it's all about the perfect delivery. No words, no comment. Right. Alonso's broken the DRS to Verstappen. I'm using quite a bit of battery here. Let's reserve a bit, just in case we do get to Charles. Ricciardo, let's push on his battery a bit as well, see if we can do anything about Hulkenberg. It's only 4.5 seconds. Again, as we've got a bit of a gap, we'll just forward on these stages. As we're back marking out of the way there.
The last 2 laps, I got quite a lot of vibration. But not sure if it's tyre or brakes.
Keep looking after your tyres. Keep looking after your tyres. You did a very good job.
So Alonso 2.7 off Leclerc. There's definitely potential here. Ricciardo 2.8 off Hulkenberg. That's not Hulkenberg, is it? There's a back marker in the way somewhere. Gasly, I think. Yeah, Gasly is between ourselves and Hulkenberg. Maybe we gained a bit on Hulkenberg there because Gasly might have held him up a bit, perhaps. Alonso 2.6 off Leclerc, Ricciardo 2.9. Let's keep monitoring that. We've got 5 to go after this lap. Battery is gone though now for Ricciardo.
Understood.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to get to Hulkenberg, but Fernando
Understood.
might have a chance to get to Leclerc here.
We do not require any fuel liftoff.
I think Ricciardo, that's just going to be a stretch too far. 2.93 seconds now. I think Max Verstappen will leave Red Bull next season. I do think there's a big chance of it. And as I say, especially with Mercedes having 2 drivers out of contract. I think we've covered it on previous streams, but yeah, match for 2026. I think he's got a few options. Retirement, remain with Red Bull, go to Mercedes, or go to Aston Martin. But yeah, I think he's got plenty of options there. Alonso's here. Alonso's arrived. Alonso's had a good race in the end, hasn't he? It looked a bit worrying on those hards in the first stint. Always does though, you've got to stick with it on those hard tyres when you're going for a long stint, and it's paid off in the end. And he is very much on Charles Leclerc. Might just go a bit light here just to save the tyres. Harvest a bit of battery out of here. Because Leclerc might save some battery. So let's just see.
Okay, copy.
But Alonso's got a great chance for P7 here. DRS assisted here.
Recharge on.
Leclerc's got 39% on his hards.
5 more laps.
Just stay behind him there. Let's go back to neutral.
Recharge off.
Yeah, Ricciardo 3.2, so he can't quite make it to Hulkenberg. Looks like it's going to be P6 for Ricciardo. These McLarens have dominated though. Sainz now 16 seconds off the pace. Should sign Max if Alonso retires. That would be a good old signing for us.
You're doing some good time management.
I've never used Max actually on any F1 manager, 22, 23 or this one. Right, Alonso all over the back of Leclerc then. Leclerc's tyres saying? 38%. This is looking like job done here, isn't it? Well, there's a back marker, though.
Anything can happen still.
There's a back marker, so Leclerc is probably going to get DRS here.
And recharge. Oh,
Just manage some battery again. Just manage this. Save it up for a last lap attack here.
4 more laps.
Leclerc will get DRS, so it's not the best opportunity through here. Go Leclerc with DRS, so we are gaining, but it's going to be too difficult to make the move, I think, through there. It's Leclerc's tyre life, 37%.
recharge off when you're ready.
Copy.
Right, 3 laps to go then. Ricciardo settling into P6 then, but it's all about Fernando Alonso here on Charles Leclerc. Charles Leclerc, 36%. He's not going to have much tyres to work with here.
Don't worry, mate.
And all the time, we're just saving a bit of battery.
Okay, recharge on.
Alonso going for the move through there. Wasn't expecting that. But here we go. Going to get DRS again here. I'm not going to push it this lap, but next lap I will.
3 more laps. 3 more laps.
We may well make the move anyway here.
Understood.
Let's see, we're 7 tenths back. Not using any battery again there. Going to be gaining. You can visibly see the gains. Alonso sends it down the inside, but Leclerc is going to fight it back. Leclerc may well have this. Let's go to neutral now. Right, it is time to go for that push now on Leclerc.
Gap 7.3.
Leclerc's got 35%. I feel we've got this with Fernando. I feel it's in the bag. A good race from Fernando. Started P11, went backwards up to P8, and this is a chance for P7.
Just keep your head down.
Leclerc down to 34% tyres. We've got a tyre advantage. We've got full battery. And we've got softer tyres. And Alonso having another look through there. Don't really want to make the move there because we want to get the DRS. Oh no, we're going to give DRS. We're going to give DRS to Leclerc. No, we're not. We should just about get it. Oh, I don't know. I don't know who got it there. Hopefully we've got it because it's going to help us pull away. We are past Leclerc, but who got DRS?
Press and hold the overtake.
Alonso did. Should be job done. This should be job done here.
You can take a look now. Now here we are at the final corner.
We go on the outside
The
then.
gap opens up for them.
And Alonso gets the move done and takes the helping of DRS to help him pull away. We're going to use this battery. I'm going to use the rest of the tyre life that we've got. And I don't think there's anything Charles Leclerc can do about this. Alonso up to P7. And he's already put a gap of 1 second on Leclerc. So it looks like it's going to be job done for Fernando here. Yeah, up to 1.2 already. Just be mindful of the fuel.
Think about your lift off.
As Piastri has started the final lap. Alonso just on the tail of Gasly. Hopefully he's going to get away. He does. Ricciardo's got some traffic as well. But this looks like job done. Leclerc's 2.2 back. It's not going to be an issue. Well, it's going to be Oscar Piastri then who wins it for McLaren in Imola. They have dominated. It's a 1-2 for McLaren. And 20 seconds down the road is Sainz. So Piastri wins it. Lando Norris P2. Sainz is going to claim P3 for Red Bull. And then a solid race for the 2 RBs still. Of Tsunoda is going to come home in 4th. And Hulkenberg is going to come home in P5. And let's just see our drivers across the line as well.
Caution on the back.
As Alonso's used all his battery, but it doesn't matter. He's had a great drive. But Ricciardo, solid. Started P8. We got a bit high up in those opening stages, up to P4. Dropped back down. But P6 is solid. That's a good return of solid points. P6 for Ricciardo. And Alonso went long on that hard stint. But it came together at the end, picking off Verstappen and Leclerc in the closing stages. So it's P6 for Ricciardo and P7 for Fernando Alonso for Team Lotus in Imola.
Thank you guys.
No
Fernando
podium for
Alonso
us today, but we
showing
did solid
everyone
work there
just
where the
how
car
it's
is at the
done.
moment. We've got some upgrades to do, get back on that
outstanding
podium
performance
and
today
fight
to
for
have
wins.
lead the top.
I think we maximised the result really there. And here we see it then. Oscar Piastri, that McLaren was dominant today. Oscar Piastri wins it. Lando Norris second. Carlos Sainz third. He took the fastest lap, so gets the extra point as well. Yuki Tsunoda fourth. Hulkenberg up 10 places. Good drive from him to fifth. But there we go. Look, solid drive from our drivers. Up 2 for Ricciardo. Up 4 from Alonso to finish 6th and 7th respectively. Charles Leclerc is 8th. Max Verstappen 9. Down 5. Had that issue, ERS issue. And George Russell rounds out the top 10. A Drivers' Championship then. As I say, Ricciardo did have a healthy lead, still got a healthy lead, and he extends it on Alonso. But the drivers behind are coming at us now. This was a sprint weekend. And look at the McLarens, 33 points for Piastri, 20 for Norris. Yuki Tsunoda also gained 7 as well on Ricciardo. So if this continues, it's going to get very tight, very tasty up front. But as we have it, Ricciardo leads, Alonso second, Yuki third, Carlos Sainz fourth, Oscar Piastri fifth, Lando jumps up to 6th, Max down to 7th, Leclerc up to 8th, beating Hamilton by a point. Hamilton beat them in the first year as teammates, but Charles 8th, Hamilton 9th, and Hulkenberg 10th. Rest of the points so far, Bottas won the World Championship last year. He's only got 21 points after 8 rounds this year. That Mercedes really struggling in 2026. Russell 12th, Perez 13th, Ocon 14th, Albon 14th, sorry, Ocon 15th, and the rest yet to score. And finally then, Constructors, and same story here. We've built up a healthy lead with that dominant car we had in the early phases. We're not dominant anymore, and they're coming at us. But 21 points, still solid for us. RB get 8-point advantage on us. They're in second. It's all about McLaren, who look like they've got the best car on the grid at the moment. 53 points. If they carry on like that, within 4, 5, or 6 races, they'll be very close for us. So they move up to third. Red Bull 4th. Then we've got Ferrari 5th, Mercedes 6th, Williams 7th, Aston Martin 8th, and Alpine, Audi, and Haas yet to score. And again, Mercedes dominated last year. Drivers' Championship with Bottas. Constructors' Championship, and they've only got 32 points this year. So that is a dramatic fall off for Mercedes. Don't think we did anything on the pit stops. We only did 1, and we did a long stop. Oh, we did get 2 points for Fernando's, though. So where does that put us? We remain in 7th. So we're still progressing on the pit stops. As long as we don't make mistakes, the pit stop time is pretty good. And there we go. Good work then. That's going to bring this one to a close. So thanks for dropping in, and thanks for all the comments and support. If you haven't already and you enjoyed the stream, do smash that like button before you go. Really does help me out. And as I said, we'll be back on Tuesday. So if you like this series, do follow the channels. We'll be back on Tuesday to continue this series, and we'll be on the classic street circuit. We're heading to Monte Carlo for Monaco. We have got some upgrades in the works, as you can see. So, and we've got some manufacturing underway. So hopefully we're going to improve the car to challenge for the podium or race victories again in the next few races. But that was a solid result for us. We maximised what we could today. As I say, thanks for all the likes and comments. We'll be back on Tuesday. If you've watched this on TikTok or Twitch, do head to my profile and go to the YouTube link in my bio. You can head over to YouTube, subscribe to the channel, and you'll see all of the episodes in this series. So there's a lot more content than just the full race streams. But hopefully I shall see you again on Tuesday as we head